In today's video, guys, I am going to quickly share with you guys this trend line strategy that you are going to use to trade any of these pair profitably and successfully, guys. And the reason I'm recording this particular video is the fact that most of you guys have been requesting that I do a video and share with you guys how you can trade any of your choice pair profitably and successfully using trend line strategy. All right, so this particular strategy implies probably, as you can see right now on my chart, this is a 25 index, and you can trade volatility 75 index, boom and crash, step index, just name it, guys. All right. Any of the pair that is your favorite, you can trade it with this trend line strategy and trade it, peacefully and make a lot of money from it. All you just need for trend line strategies is for you to know actually where to draw your trend line and draw it correctly. That is all you just need, and you have almost you have upper hand when it comes to trend line strategy, guys, because already you're following the typical price action. All right. So as you guys all know that I am a price action trader and I do my things with just what you're seeing right here. Most of you guys have been asking which indicators do you use and all that. I really don't use indicators to trade. I do use indicators most of the time that I record video just to illustrate things. And if you go deep into the video, you will still see that I, stated that in the video. I am only using this indicator just to prove something to you or to illustrate something to you guys. So I don't trade with indicators, please. The best thing that you can do for yourself is for you to make, price action your best friend. All right. So now you can see different things that I plot on this particular chart. You can see these horizontal lines that, I plotted on this chart. What I simply did was the fact that I plotted all these lines on the places that I feel like, okay, the market gets to this, this zone and reverse. This is where this market or this price gets to and reverse. That is where, or the exact places that you are seeing all these, horizontal lines all over. All right. So, and I did that on daily time frame, guys. So now this is my daily time frame. Now that you have seen that I started this analysis from my daily time frame, let's go to page 4. And if this is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, or if this is your first time of watching my video, let me officially introduce myself to you. My name is Olites from Global FX, and what I do here is whenever I come across any working strategy or I have a lot of suggestion, or a lot of requests suggesting that I do a video on a specific topic. That is exactly what I do. And that is why I am doing this particular video, because this video is based on request and demand. All right. So now, if you are a professional, if you are a beginner, you can gain a lot from this particular strategy. So all you just need to do right now is for you to smash that like button if you have not done so, and also turn on your notification bell. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, do where to smash that subscribe button. It's very, very important, so that whenever I share valuable content like this, YouTube will pop a notification to you that I've shared another valuable content that will help you make a lot of money from the markets. Now, you can see the trend line or the horizontal line that we placed on our chart on our daily time frame, guys. You can see how it clicked on this, all the places that this market has been reversing on. And for the fact that I am looking at this market with what I saw on daily time frame, that this market is about to start buying. All right. So when you look at this here, you will see how far the market has been dropping from all this way down. You can see that the market has been dropping, and I'm expecting the market to go back to that place. So that is why I am actually looking out for, buy scenario. And at the same time, I am on this particular pair right now on a sell. Why? Because I'm going to explain that to you guys in a short period of time now. So now that you have come to your 4-hour time frame, I'm showing you guys how to draw your trend line profitably and how you are going to draw it correctly. Now that I have seen that this particular move that I'm seeing here is indicating an uptrend, guys, is indicating an uptrend. So what you just really need to do is for you to connect your trend line this way. Now that you have plotted this on daily time frame, showing you where the market has been reversing or where the price has been reversing all this while. Now, recently, this is the lowest that the price reversed from, and the next one followed by this and this. And for the fact that I connected my trend line to this one means that this particular one is far higher than this, and this dropped a little bit to this. All right. So that is how to connect your trend line. Connect your trend line to the two most recent valid points. And that is where you are going to get it right. Anything less than that, you are going to make a mistake. And once you make a mistake drawing trend line, you are going to get your account blown. And if you want me to mentor you on how to trade profitably and successfully, do where to use the WhatsApp number in the description of this video that you're watching right now to reach out to me that you want me to mentor you. Now, this is what you need to do. This is the lowest, all right? This is the lowest that this market or the price has gotten to currently, all right? Now, from this lowest, I connect my trend line to this particular one that you're seeing here because this is the trend now, all right? So you cannot connect it to this particular one. It's not right, all right? Because this particular one, this one that you're seeing here is lower than this compared to this. And hence, this particular one failed to take this particular starting point out. It means this is where you are going to place your trend line, all right? So any other thing that you are seeing, any other point that you are seeing is inside this one and this one here. You can see it. There is nothing that we adjust here. We met all these things like this from our daily time frame. So now that we have drawn this particular thing, now all you just need to do is for you to look out and see that there are many points that you fail to connect based on you are trying to connect at the first two recent points. All right. So now from this particular place, this is another point for you to connect from. You can see that within from this zone to this place, this is the recent low here. You connect it from also your trend line that you first connected. All right. You connect it from that one to the nearest valid point again. All right. If it happens to be this one is the valid one, that is where you're supposed to place this trend line. That is where you're supposed to move this trend line to. That is like this. That is where you're supposed to move it to. But hence, this particular one dropped and they give us this valid point and the price started going up. That is where you are going to connect your trend line, which is this particular one here. All right. So after connecting these two, now you are now you are now trying to get the clear picture of the trends right now. So now that you have getting this, you go to your 1 hour time frame. Right, you go to your 1 hour time frame. I don't really know about how others draw their own trend line, but this is the accurate and the correct way for you to draw a trend line and make use of it and trade any of the pairs out there profitably and successfully. Whether you're trading volatility 75 index, or whether you're trading step index, whether you're trading boom and crash, this is the best way you can draw your trend line and make use of it, and it will work effectively. All right. So do not forget that I am currently on the sell in this particular this particular pair that you are seeing that we're analyzing right now, all because I saw this left shoulder head and this is the right shoulder here. All right. And if you look closely, you will see that this particular left shoulder is covering up something here, which is the gap on the market here. Look at the gap here. Right. This is the fair value gap here in the market, and this is what this second shoulder or the right shoulder is covering. And that was the reason I opened my position here and targeting this particular place. And not only that, before this price will start moving back to whether it's going to break out this or take out this particular high here, it must pull back. And that pullback is what I want to scalp a little bit. It does not really matter how long it's going to take me to scalp this, but I am already on this particular trade that we are seeing right now. And this is where I'm targeting this, I'm targeting my profit. All right. Now, if you look at this here, what I'm expecting or the major way that you are going to trade trend line profitably and successfully is not what I did here. Do not follow this that I did because I can afford to lose any amount that is involved here. All right. But the best way that you can trade trend line and trade it profitably is for me, I'm supposed to be waiting for this price to come to this particular place, this particular trend line, yellow line that you're seeing that I draw on 4 hour on 1 hour time frame. Let me show you why I draw this trend line on 1 hour time frame. After the recent trend lines that we draw on daily and 4 hour time frame, which we draw this and this on 4 hour time frame. Now, when I get to my 1 hour time frame, I realize that this is the recent low here, and I needed to connect it because there are many lows here. Look at this here, showing uptrend as well. So, and if you look at it, you can see that the uptrend is being compressed. That is exhausting. All right. That was the reason we keep on seeing that the trend line is getting closer and closer and closer until the specific place that you really want to open your position. So if you are getting value from this video, do not forget to smash that like button and also share this video with your friends and family. That is the only money that you are paying to me right now for sharing this knowledge with you guys. The only thing that you can do to prove the world is for you to also share this and share the love to the others that are also searching for content like this to enable them trade profitably. Now, when you look at this here, guys, all right, this is the best way that you suppose. When I connect this trend, I can see that I connected it from the previous one that I connected on 4-hour time frame. That is where I started that. And if your trend line is not touching that, it means you are not getting it right. And do not quote me wrong. It all depends on the chart, all right? Because everything about this price here is clear. And you cannot start drawing your trend line on the body of the candle and extend it to the wick. Once you start drawing your trend line from the body of the candle, you must draw it to the body of the candle. But the correct way, the only way that I do draw my trend line, and it's very, very effective, is drawing from the wick. Because the wick that you are leaving behind is also the price. It's also a price that the market traded. All right. So you draw your trend line from the wick and wick to wick. You cannot draw from the wick to the body. It's as simple as that. So now you can see that I connected my trend line from this particular wick at this particular zone here, which is this trend line we drew on 4-hour time frame. I connected my trend line from this place to this place, and you can see where the trend line faced here. All right. So it touched 1, 2, the third one here. So I am expecting a break from this trend line, not so quick. All right, not so quick. Do not forget that I'm currently running trade on sale on this particular pair. All right, so I really do not care. You can see where my stop loss is. All right, I really do not care if it takes me out, but I am, the major plan that I'm having here is the fact that once this price comes to this particular place, you can see these small balls that I drew here. I drew these balls on 4-hour time frame, indicating that I'm expecting this market to come back to this. And you can see that this place that I'm expecting this market to come back to, that the price or the trend line merge each other at this zone here. You can see this horizontal trend line and this particular trend line here. You see that they merge each other, and that is where I am expecting this price to get to before I can buy this pair. All right, so that's exactly how it is, guys. And also, this particular one, this is the major thing that you're supposed to be looking out for. All right, from this particular place, you're supposed to be looking out for this price to break, not to take out this, but to break like this. Once you break beyond 5 to 10 minutes or 1 minute, then come back to this trend line. All right, once it comes back to this trend line and gives you the second confirmation, which is your candlestick pattern, you need to learn all these things. If you do not know how all these things works and you want me to mentor you on how you are going to be profitable and be a professional trading all these pairs, all you just need to do is for you to use the WhatsApp number in the description of this video and reach out to me that you want me to mentor you, and I will be glad to assist you. All right, so that is exactly how it is. So once it comes to this trend line here, you wait for your candlestick confirmation, and then once it gives you your candlestick confirmation, then boom, you set to this place here, which is this trend line that we are talking about. And if you look at this, our targets here, you will see that it correlates with this, because if you take your trade from this place, this is your first TP here, and if the market breaks this particular place, this is your second TP here. It's as simple as that. But for now, this is where we should be looking out to go out of the trade and watch what the market is going to do at this particular zone here. So now let's go to our 15-minute time frame and see the last information before we round up this video. Now, if you look at this particular place here, guys, all right, this is it here on 15-minute time frame. Do not forget our trend line. You can see this minor trend line that I drew here on 15-minute time frame. When I get to my 15-minute time frame, you can see that we are compressing this particular chart to the minimum, whereby we can get a sniper entry. That is how your trend line is going to help you make a lot of money using it. All right, trend line strategy is one of the best, and it's barely fail. If you can know how to draw it, if you can follow the instructions, if you can know how to draw it correctly, that is when you are going to make it, and it will be very, very effective for you. You are going to make a lot of money if you use it the way I am explaining it right now. Just as I said earlier on, if you want me to mentor you and break it down more to you, how you are going to draw it correctly and how you are going to make money using all these things combined together with my full mentorship program, All you just need to do is for you to use the WhatsApp number in the description of this video. And also, I am, open to one-on-one. I also have one-on-one whereby I can mentor you via Zoom call. All right, you can see everything the way it is done, and I will point it out to you. And you also ask me question via Zoom what you want and how we want it to be, and what you are getting wrong from the chart. All right, I will explain all those things to you via Zoom. That is, I mean, the one-on-one mentorship program. So now look at this particular one here. You can see that with the confidence that I have here, I even refuse to allow the price even to get to break even this minor trend line here. At least if price breaks this minor trend line, this my position now I would have been considering this position as best position, but this is not what you are supposed to be doing. All right, this is a high risk, position opening. All right, I do not advise you to do that. So always pay attention to the requirements. Make sure your requirements are met. If your requirements are not met, even if you met 2 or 3 of your requirements and one is not met, do not take any position, because that one that is not met might turn out to go against you. Now look at this here. With this this particular minor trend line here, if this price comes to this place and rebounds back on this trend line, now that does not really give you that full confirmation. This is the particular one that will give you that full confirmation. This particular one that we draw on 1 hour time frame, not this one on 15-minute time frame. This particular one that we draw on 15-minute time frame, once it breaks this particular place, you do not need retests. All right, you do not need a retest on this. If you break this particular one on 15-minute time frame, you do not need this retest to this particular trend. No, once you break this particular 15-minute time frame, this is where you should be expecting that retest, which is this first one here. We draw on 1 hour time frame. It must come back to this place and retest. Then that is where you look out for your confirmations and you open your position. Simple, guys. That is how it works. That is how it works. Just as I said earlier on, if you are getting value from this video, do not forget to smash that like button, and also turn on your notification bell so that whenever I share valuable content like this, you will be among the first that YouTube is going to pop notification to that I've shared another valuable content that will help you make money from the market. And also, I'm going to leave the link to my books in the description of this video that you're watching right now. Do where to grab a copy of those books and go through it. It's going to help you understand how all these pairs moves and how you are going to start capitalizing on what you learn from the book to start making profit little by little. All right. So now if you look at let me take for instance, if you look at this place here, look at my chart here. This is the trade that is running right now, right? You can see this here. I told you that this trade is running, and this is where I'm expecting my TP, and this is it here. The same thing that I explained to you guys there on my, on my chart here. All right, so that's exactly how it is. So just as I said earlier, and do well to share this video with your friends and family, and also this trendline strategy is very rare for you to see who is going to come down and explain it to you guys this way. But I've done that just because I love you guys. I want you guys to make money from this market. And that was the reason